So, we're about to hit the road. Got all my stuff packed, bike's ready to roll, and we're heading to Christchurch. What? So yeah, so we're in Queenstown now and we're just heading out of the town. It's about a 6-hour drive to Christchurch. I think we're going to be riding in Christchurch tomorrow and then up to Nelson for the NZ Enduro. Just waiting for my ride. Waiting for Matt and Net to come pick me up in their little camper van. I can't believe how hot it is today. It's like 30 degrees. I feel like I'm melting. Here's the ride. Beast.
You ready to go on a trip, mate? You can do, but if you put it on the same way, usually, like.
Throw a sheep! Are you going for a swim?
Might be alright.
I've always been told never to turn a swim, an opportunity to go for a swim down. I'm sticking with that. So we just got to the NZ Enduro at White Space. This is the first stop of the race weekend, right on the coast, a nice little campsite, and now we're just going down to sign on.
Sign on the dotted line, bro.
Just in the morning, if you could pick up your timing chip.
Will do. Awesome, thank you so much, Anka. All the best. Yeah, sweet.
As soon as it's more.
I'm just having a nosy inside this. This is Jamie's 1960 Bedford bus. It is
So sick!
and it's absolutely amazing. Insane.
Oh my
You have a stove, you have a bedroom through there. Wow.
And it's quite
Shows the weather forecast for tomorrow. How good.
They're really cool guys.
What's it gonna do?
18 mil of rain at 8 AM, followed by 2. It's gonna be quite wet, it's gonna be quite good. Win-win.
Okay, so this video hasn't really turned out how I wanted it to. I wanted to actually film the whole event from start to finish, but the rain and the weather was that bad. Most of the GoPro footage didn't come out the way I wanted it to, and to be honest, if I'd have put together the video I wanted it to, you'd probably just think it was shit. I'm just going to talk through it and share some of the footage I got through the weekend. The NZ Enduro is pretty much an adventure race that allows a small amount of people to go and ride places in New Zealand that probably wouldn't be accessible outside of this race. So it's pretty unique to be invited to something like this, because I've never done anything like this before. 3-day event, and we arrived the first day, which was Friday, so we got there on Thursday night to White Bay. Met up with all my old friends that we'd seen from racing overseas and stuff. Went to go and sign on, and so we put the number board on and went through. This is the first chance I had to go through like what you actually got when you signed on for this race. And I've still got the bag and show you actually what Sven and Anka put together for us. I've got like a little bag here, so they've got like a cool little branded NZ Enduro bag. And this isn't all the stuff, this is just some of the stuff. Chain protector, marsh guards, special t-shirt, beanie, suntan cream, obviously wasn't needed. Some frame protector wrap, which is pretty damn cool. This is pretty cool. I think this is what was like the talk of the weekend. These dyno plugs, so this is like a tubeless tyre repair kit. Tubes of like, well, I thought they were energy gels, but it's actually peanut butter in a tube. Barrier balm, chain oil, a little key ring. And that's all I've got in the bag at the minute, but I'm sure there was so much more in the bag. Like, oh, there was a pair of socks. So anyway, we sorted the bikes out. By that time, it was pretty much time to go to bed. So Friday night, it pretty much rained all night. Like, and it wasn't just a pitter-patter of rain. People were telling me that this is the first time it had rained in Nelson since Christmas. So it pretty much not rained for like 3 months. I woke up in the morning, literally my bag, the floor of my tent wasn't wet, it was getting damp though, and it felt like someone had put some water in a plastic bag, like a water bed kind of thing. Looked at my tent, absolutely shook it down. So yeah, stage 1 was quite a good intro to the weekend. Ended up getting a puncture on stage 1, which was a bit annoying, but whatever. Hit a sharp rock, tyre went down right near the bottom of the stage. Stage 2 was where it was a really challenging walking path. I've never ridden anything like it, and it was really hard to keep your feet on the pedals. Like, it was so slippy. Trying to make a lot of the corners and a lot of the lines on the track when you'd never ridden it before was ridiculously challenging. And I can imagine if it was dry it'd be so much easier. And there was so many people on track watching, real steep rooty sections. Your rear wheel was just fishtailing all over the place, like just trying to struggle to find grip. Well, it was for me anyway. God knows how many crashes I had on that stage. Ended up with handlebars twist at the bottom, hurt my calf muscle, knocked my shoulder pretty bad on that stage. That was pretty much day 1 done. We got a lift back to the Whites Bay campsite where there was like a real nice barbecue going on and some beers and stuff, and everyone was just like chatting about how stage 1 and 2 were. We then drove to the location of the day 2 of racing, which was in Nydia Bay. Campsite we were staying at for that was just down the road. This time it had hot showers, so that was like a godsend when you've not had a hot shower for ages. So we woke up on Saturday morning and drove about half an hour down the road to meet everyone at the start of day 2 of racing. The rain was coming down. It rained all day Saturday, but everyone was in good spirits, you know. Like, everyone was happy, everyone was smiling, everyone was happy to be there, you know. Sure, there were some people that were a bit upset, but I think like the whole vibe of the event was just to like try and get everyone through the race rather than it being a direct competition with everyone. So we got a shuttle up to the first stage of day 2, which was real cool. That was quite a flat, mellow walking trail. Still quite hard to race down if you'd never ridden it before.
A bubble machine, red carpet and some rabbits.
NZ Enduro, man. Going down the rabbit hole. This is just stock standard.
Go!
Oh shit. And then there was a big old climb to stage 2, so it was like real rocky, real slippy, real rooty, just spending all your time squabbling for grip, but like your rear wheel again was just going all over the place. Absolutely knackering. God, I can't even remember how many crashes I had on that stage. It was insane. After that we had some lunch, like a cool boat port there. I can imagine if it was really sunny you would have gone swimming in the water and things like that, but the weather was so bad. They'd organised like a really nice lunch there, so we had like chili and nachos and some like real nice homemade brownie. Everyone was again talking about how the day had gone. The sun actually came out, so after all this rain the sun had come out. Everyone got everyone cracked on to stage 3 of the day after lunch. Stage 3 and 4 were a mix of like, it's quite a claggy, clayey track in the redwoods, so it's quite pine needly. Really enjoyed those stages, a lot faster than the first like 4 stages we'd just raced. And then at the bottom of there we had beers and stuff, which was good way to end the day. Day 3 of the NZ Enduro, we didn't actually know what was actually going to happen until Sunday morning, because how it was planned, we were supposed to have a heli ride. The race was supposed to be in Waka Marina, and we were supposed to be getting like a lift in a helicopter to the top of a mountain to race down 3 stages to finish the event. But unfortunately the weather had other plans. Anchor and Sven had a plan B. We ended up driving to Blenheim, which is about an hour away. We went and rode at a place called Gentry Mountain Bike Club. Which is where Justin Leov now lives, and he's built some like fantastic mountain bike park up there. Justin's like an ex-pro downhill and enduro athlete, and he's just built this awesome mountain bike park which he organised 3 class stages.
Watch out! Go! Oh, sick. Send it.
The last like 10 meters of the track was this river crossing. Trying to get across this river, you know, you either had to like try and pull up and jump the stream, which not many people were doing, or you just had to go through it full pelt and just you know, hold on for dear life.
Option A, option A. 10. 10 out of 10.
Go Petey! Everyone was buzzing. It was just such a good end to a weekend, even though we didn't get to go in a helicopter. It was just a really cool vibe. Everyone had a good weekend. That was pretty much my experience from the NZ Enduro. Hands down, probably one of the best races I've ever done. Best races, events, mountain bike things I've done. If you're into adventure and outdoorsy stuff and mountain biking, I'd strongly advise getting yourself out and getting your name on the list for the NZ Enduro. You don't appreciate until you've been there how much work goes into organising something like that. So yeah, that's it. Just currently in Wellington, chilling out for a few days. Gonna go and check out the trails now actually, the sun's out. And we are currently going to be heading north towards Rotorua for Crankworks and the EWS. So that's going to be the next video. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one.